Welcome back, everybody. This is Remy Please of the Fifth Quarter Podcast, brought to you by Flight Room TV. I'm with Lighthouse. You know, this is the duo again. This is the Fifth Quarter Podcast. A lot going on in the sports news. We got Hall of Fame just got inducted, NBA, NFL draft just, rounded up. We got rookie mini camps going on. NBA playoffs beginning to start. There's new play-in stuff. But, let's jump into the 2020 Hall of Fame class. Star-studded. We had Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, Tamika Catchings. So, what's your Lighthouse? What's your main takeaway from this Hall of Fame class?
So, we had a Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant coming in, and when they came out, I think we was in middle school. So we pretty much watched Kevin Garnett come out of school, come out of high school. We watched Kobe come out of high school. So then we watching them all in the NBA, and it was just something to see, man. It's just to watch them to go from that point all the way through their Hall of Fame careers. We watched it, so I think it was like a special thing for at least our generation, because we literally saw these guys go from high school to the Hall of Fame. Then you throw Tim Duncan. He was an all-time great college player, number one pick in the draft. I remember him back at Wake Forest back in the day. Another guy knew him from college all the way to the Hall of Fame. So, it was definitely just good to see those guys. Tamika Catchings, she's another person kind of from that same era, but, another female basketball player out of Tennessee. It was good to see her go into the Hall of Fame. Coach Rudy T, Houston's old coach, same thing. He had a nice little run. Did he even win any championships? Yeah, was he the head coach when they won those championships with Elijah Wan back in the day? Was he their head coach?
Yes, I want to. Yeah. Two-time NBA champion with Houston.
Yeah, so it was good to see those guys going. I thought overall it was a good Hall of Fame. I thought, man, Vanessa Bryant's speech, she kept her shit together through that whole joint, and you could tell, that's probably the way that she expected Kobe for her to deliver. Kobe probably wouldn't have wanted her to be all emotional about the shit. So, I thought she did a really good job delivering, his overall message. And I thought she took a shot at all these players out here that be, what's the shit when they be taking time off or whatever, low managing? Because she was like, Kobe ain't believing that low managing shit. She was like, Kobe ain't believing that, because he was thinking about the fan who paid their hard money to come see him play. So I thought that was a shot at all the other players who be doing that shit. But overall, man, I thought it was a good ceremony. What you think?
Yeah, I loved it. I love, because really Jordan is not going to show up to events like that. He's not doing the ESPYs. He's not doing those red carpet jumps. But of course for Kobe, and I liked the whole when he released that whole text conversation that they had leading up to it. But just going over Tim Duncan, he won a championship off break as soon as he got to the league, when he was with David Robinson. And,
I know.
Avery Johnson, Mario Ellie, that team and all that. Sean Elliott, yeah.
Sean Elliott,
Malik Rose and all them. But
but he played at the highest level his whole career. He played at the top his whole career. You know what I'm saying?
15-time All-Star.
And dominated.
Yeah. 15-time All-NBA, 15-time All-Defensive, Rookie of the Year, 2-time NBA MVP, 3-time Finals MVP, and 5-time champion. Whoa, that's some hard work right there.
That's a hell of a resume.
Right. And the thing is, he looks nothing like overall, he looks nothing like how he does when he's a player. Yeah. It's so different. I know. And it's only
100%.
3 years removed, probably, maybe. It's just a complete 180.
Yeah.
But what was you asking?
Who do you think overall between KG and Tim Duncan? Who do you think whose career would you say is higher on the power forward of all time list? Who would you place higher? Because I know KG your man, obviously.
Yeah, KG is my man. I love the tenacity. Maybe if he was in a better situation, it just wasn't him versus the West Coast. He didn't really he only got out. He went to the Western Conference Championship one time, right? That MVP year, maybe I think.
I don't even think he did with Minnesota. I don't think he ever did.
I don't know. I might have to look that up. But
he didn't. I don't think he had too much success with Minnesota in the playoffs back when he was there. You know what I'm saying? I think all that changed when he went to Boston.
Yeah, he had very little help, and you know what I mean. But yeah, he's my guy. But you have to give it to Tim Duncan if you just lining up the hardware and shit. But KG's my guy.
Agree.
And Tamika Catchings, 10-time WNBA All-Star, 12-time All-NBA. How does that happen? But WNBA MVP, one-time champion, and then she won the big one in college. Like, how many people do that? Both sports. I mean, both levels. But yeah, man. But if there was like somebody that you can point to now, like a dead lock to win, not to win, to get inducted to the Hall of Fame and they're as an active player right now, any sport, who would it be?
I think right away, if we just keep it in the NBA, you gotta throw obviously LeBron. If we talking about first Hall of Fame, first ballot, you know what I'm saying? LeBron definitely, KD definitely first ballot. I think James Harden's first ballot. I think Kyrie. I think Kyrie's on teetering. I think Kyrie probably first ballot because I think Kyrie's one of the most exciting talents we've ever seen. Plus, he got a chip, so I think Kyrie can definitely be a first ballot guy. Who else in the NBA? Oh, Steph. How could I forget Steph? Yeah. Steph Curry definitely first ballot. If anybody, he definitely first ballot. Russ? And I think that's he said. And Russ, I think Russ, especially after this season, Russ kind of earned his spot. Even if he don't win the chip, he still kind of earned his place. And I don't know about Clay and Draymond as far as first ballot. Oh, Chris Paul definitely. Because remember, Chris Paul kind of like the NBA like golden boy behind the scenes. Like, you know what I'm saying? He like the corporate nigga behind the scenes. So he gonna be all right. He gonna be okay.
So you're saying
I think NFL.
What if Draymond, somehow wins 2 more championships? You think championship titles get him into the Hall of Fame? Because his numbers, year-on-year basis, don't really get him there.
I think Draymond could get into the Hall of Fame. I don't know about first ballot, but I could see it happening just because of how much he meant to those championship teams. You know what I'm saying? And he has a decent resume. His statistics may not be there, but he still got the Defensive Player of the Year shit. He done made a couple All-Star teams. You know what I'm saying? So, he definitely got a resume as far as accolades, but his numbers is definitely not up to par. But I think he can just off the name. I think he can sneak in there. Maybe not.
Who
first ballot though. And same thing with Clay. I don't know if Clay is first ballot yet.
You know who got sneaky crazy statistics? That's probably Hall of Fame worthy, but he just don't. I don't know. He's probably not viewed as a Hall of Fame player. Dwight Howard has like crazy, double stats and rookie of the year.
And you know what? Dwight Howard could probably still. He one of those dudes that peaked too early. You know what I'm saying? I think if he, but the thing is, I think he could still. I think he's a Hall of Famer. Maybe not first ballot, but years down the line, he gonna finally get his respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think his reputation kind of fucked his shit up. But I think down the line, when niggas start looking at the numbers and think about like his better days, I think he can get in there. Not first ballot, but I think he can get in there. All right.
He should have.
Since we're on the topic, Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, you think Derrick Rose is a Hall of Fame off of what he meant, even though I know it was short lived, but for youngest Hall of Fame of all time. I mean, MVP.
MVP.
You say
I don't think so. Even though I love Derrick Rose, I don't think so. But you saying football?
John, what's up with your man John Wall?
John Wall, probably not. Probably not.
They're probably
even
not.
Though,
But all right,
Adrian Peterson for sure. Like probably as soon as he's
definitely
eligible.
First ballot.
Yeah.
He's probably the best running back of I guess it's past his era, but of that 2000s, I guess he's probably the greatest running back of that era. Let me see. Oh,
Drew
well, obviously we
Brees.
got though Tom Brady.
Not
That's a
Drew Brees
given.
out of there. Yeah,
Drew
Tom
Brees.
Brady.
That's it. But he just retired. But
Okay.
he's definitely first ballot. JJ Watt. That's first ballot. Easy. JJ Watt. Easy.
About Russell Wilson.
Yeah. How many chips he got? One.
And he went there. What?
Oh, Aaron
twice,
Rodgers.
Aaron
Twice.
Rodgers. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers first.
I
But
think he's a Hall of Famer. I don't know if Russell Wilson's first ballot though. I don't know if he's first ballot, but I think he's a Hall of Famer right now. But he can be a first ballot if he get another chip.
What about Pat Mahomes? Or it's too early? Obviously, he's changing the game, but
he first ballot as long as he don't just fall on his face. It's like
right.
That nigga just can't. Like if he's even a decent, even if he never stays that guy, but if he still remains a starter for the rest of his career, he's a Hall of Famer. The nigga just got to remain a starter, and he'll be all right.
What if Deshaun Watson get through this storm? What about him?
He ain't got no hardware though.
Yeah.
Nigga ain't got no chips. He ain't been to the Super Bowl. He don't got a lot of playoff success, so I can't put him there. I don't think he hasn't even had a regular season MVP yet. He hasn't even had one of those either. So, nah.
I really can't think of like any corners now because I remember like corners was like really getting into the Hall of Fame. I can't think of any corners.
Yeah, they be like, oh, Patrick Peterson's. You think he's the first ballot? Patrick Peterson?
No,
he might be.
Not at all.
You don't think so? He one of the best corners of this era, though.
Looked like he fell off like tremendously.
Oh, Richard Sherman's first ballot.
Yeah, maybe.
He's definitely a Hall of Famer at the minimum. He's 100% a Hall of Famer. You can't tell.
The thing is, like,
Sherman's not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's probably Hall of Fame, but there's like not many. I don't know. I think because the game is changing so much, it's hard for a corner just to be, on top for that long. So
yeah,
like a Champ Bailey, like he did that shit for like years.
I know, even all the way up to like his last season, the nigga was still making plays.
What about Derrick Henry?
Aaron Donald's probably first ballot.
Yeah, Aaron Donald. Yeah,
Aaron Donald is
impact on the game, and then like every year they be like he'd be like top 3 or top 5 in NFL top 100 players.
And what's his name, man? Damn. What about Von Miller?
Von Miller.
I don't know about first ballot.
I don't know. He got to come back. He got to show something on the the opposite side of injury.
He's been kind of quiet the past couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he had Achilles, so it's all dependent on that.
Yeah.
You come back and be as efficient, then yeah. But I don't know. He got a chip.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio
Brown got the numbers to be in the Hall of Fame.
He got the numbers.
He got the numbers to be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, and he got championships. So I mean, he got everything he need.
He didn't get one with. He didn't get one with Pittsburgh, but I don't know. So would you put Ben?
I mean, he still got one. Hell yeah, Big Ben's a Hall of Famer. He got 2 chips. Okay. I think Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer. I think Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer. He may not be Peyton, but he had big moments, historic moments. He put up numbers. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't like his brother, but he still was, throwing 30 touchdown, 3,000, 4,000 yard seasons back when that meant something. So.
Yeah, in that era. Yeah, I can dig that.
In that era, So yeah, there's probably some more people missing. Oh, Trent.
Yeah,
definitely. Is Trent first ballot? Trent's first ballot. Trent might be the best tackle of this era. He might be the best tackle of this era, like point blank.
I agree.
Yeah,
we witnessed that shit. It's easy to see it after he's gone too.
Yeah, I know.
That shit is like
straight up.
And baseball.
But, I mean, let's get back to. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say a couple names in baseball. Max Scherzer, Albert Pujols.
Go ahead.
Clayton Kershaw.
What's the black dude? What about the black dude from the Dodgers? Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts, yeah, he's special. Mookie, Trout need a ring though.
Yeah, I literally was talking about that earlier.
Juan Soto, if he's on the same trajectory, he's probably in there. Like if he played in New York or something like that, which I swear I hope it
he'd be
don't
a
happen,
bigger
but
star.
he'd be a way bigger star.
He'd be
The
a
things that he's
superstar.
doing, bro, like his on.
The nigga charismatic and he's like entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
And his slug percentage
like
is crazy.
Nigga, he has star top power. Yeah.
Batting average and yeah. But yeah. All right, what was you gonna say? Speaking on what?
Oh, so I mean, the NBA season just ended, so like, we talking about accolades and hardware and all that. Let's get into these our predictions for these NBA regular season awards. Like I said, season just ended. MVP, man, this was a kind of interesting season because if you was to go with the MVP award, I guess we should probably end with MVP. So let's start with like most improved. Who's the most improved player to you?
Most improved. You got somebody? I'm gonna come back.
Most improved. Nah, not really. I got nobody. But I was thinking. I mean, I did. I had somebody, but then, but I'm thinking, like, fuck it, man. Let's just go to MVP, like we was talking about before. Now, MVP is interesting this season because I couldn't really think about what I was talking about. But the MVP is interesting this season because the best player on the best team has pretty much been injured most of the season. A lot of people put LeBron up there by default. People had Steph in that conversation. Steph is in the play-in tournament, and usually the MVP don't go to a guy that's barely in the playoffs. A lot of people were saying Jokic, but I don't know. I feel like Jokic doesn't have that much visibility to.
I got a most improved Julius Randle.
Gordon.
Like he's tearing shit up. Julius Randle.
Yeah, Doug. And that's who I was thinking of. I was drawing the fucking blank. And Julius Randle has been killing all season, and nobody been talking about this nigga. Nobody's been talking about this nigga at all. Like he putting up triple doubles and all kinds of shit. So yeah, Julius Randle, and he led the Knicks to the playoffs. He looking like a legit star.
Which is
player,
even a bigger feat. Getting the Knicks to the playoffs, like holy shit.
Yeah, getting the Knicks to the playoffs, nigga. He's supposed to get way more accolades than what he's getting right now. Like nobody's really talking about Julius Randle, and he playing like a superstar. So yeah, that's the most improved player, I think, without a doubt. No, not much of a conversation. Sixth man of the year. I probably had to go with Jordan Clarkson because I think Jordan Clarkson averaging like 19 points a game off the bench with Utah. So I'll probably go with Jordan Clarkson, the sixth man of the year. Yeah, that's my sixth man of the year. You got anybody?
For sixth man?
Yeah.
Was Jaylen Brown coming off the bench?
I think he was. Earlier in the season. Yeah, I think that was why he was putting those numbers up like that.
Right. I'll roll with Jaylen Brown
before he got hurt.
Yeah, and that's what's going to kill them in the
shit. Would you put? I know we already decided. Back to most improved player. What about Jason Tatum?
Yeah, but but he would have like flashes last year.
But people kind of expected him to be nice. Yeah, people expected him to be nice. Yeah, all right. Defensive player of the year.
Defensive player of the year. AD.
I was gonna say Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, I just don't like him.
He's been leading the league in blocks like yeah. His personality ain't, he be acting kind of, I don't know. But yeah, he's a good defensive player though.
He started the whole COVID shit, so he was used as a pawn.
Oh yeah, that shit too. That's his fault.
Yep.
Rookie of the year.
I'm going with Anthony Edwards. He been on fire.
Yeah, man.
Last quarter
as
season.
Late, he been cooking.
You could
and
see.
The thing is, he wasn't even starting the whole season. So it's like if he was if he was getting the minutes he get now at the beginning, nigga probably be averaging about like 22, 23 points a game.
He said that shit.
And Lonzo was doing his thing too, but
He was.
I think Lonzo took the league by storm early, but he got hurt. But I think overall Anthony Edwards has been consistent. Like that, you know what I'm saying? He gave you 22, 23, 26, 33,
40.
you know what I'm saying? Every fucking night. Next season, over under 25 points a game for Anthony Edwards. Next season.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could easily give you about 25 next year.
He could, but I'll probably
look how he's playing right now.
23.5.
22. Okay.
Yeah.
Why? Because what's his name? Cat.
Yeah, it's just too many balls.
Too many. Yeah. Oh yeah. And D'Angelo, what's his name still there too? D'Angelo Russell.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he ain't gonna get all that if he playing. Because for real, D'Angelo Russell like a score first point guard anyway. Let me see. So we did rookie of the year. So what we got left? MVP, right?
MVP, yeah.
Yeah. So who you got? This was not an easy decision this year, to be honest with you.
I wanted to pick Steph.
Okay.
Because just how he just like finished out the season, but Jokic just because Jamal Murray went down like midway and they were still winning games. So and just from his position to be putting up the assist numbers and his offensive efficiency inside outside, yeah,
that's crazy. You're exactly right. I mean, I didn't really want to give it to Jokic either because his team, he was ranked? What are they, like third in the West or something like that?
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like, even though he put up good numbers, I didn't feel like he was just dominating. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how like when Giannis won that shit, you can tell he was like dominating the league. But you don't get that energy from Jokic.
The offense
through him, I know he's like the facilitator.
Yeah. So
no, I get that. But in Steph, the thing with Steph, I can't give it to Steph because his team barely made the playoffs. So by default, though, I'll probably still go with Jokic, though, just because he's the best player on with the best record. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with Jokic as MVP too. Simple as that.
Coach of the year.
Yep.
Coach of the year.
But yeah, y'all, that's it. That's it with the fifth quarter podcast episode number 23. It's Lighthouse. Remy, please make sure you also check out my merch. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also check us out on IG under the Flight Room TV. And other than that, you know what I'm saying? We holler at y'all next time. Peace.
Peace, y'all.